Hey guys, so right now I'm going to be sharing with you my summer foundation routine because I haven't done a foundation routine in a really long time, and I honestly have like all new products that I use on an everyday basis now, so I thought it's time to do a good one. And because it's summer, I think that it'd be nice to show you guys some new products that I've been using lately. And if you can't notice, or if you can't tell already, I have a different setup right now. I'm trying to switch things around a little bit and make it more fun for you guys, because a lot of you guys have been saying how you're sick of my old background. So I'm going to try to do this angle a little bit. If you guys don't like it, I'll try to find another way. But I went in front of my window and it honestly washed me out so much. Like, I looked completely white, like as white as my shelves back there. I think this will be a good setup for at least a few videos because it's something a little bit different, different angle, but trying to figure that out. So until then, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started. So the first product I use is the Glamcor Professional Face Primer, and I actually just got this and I've been loving this so much. And this was in at IMATS. They were giving these away for free in like a goodie bag, so this is what I got, and it comes out like a gel consistency, and I just do one pump and that's what it looks like. So if you guys like a gel consistency, I think you'd really like this. And this is going to help our foundation or tinted moisturizer stay on all day. Even if you don't wear either of those, it's good to wear a primer in the summer because it's going to, you can get some anti-shine primers, so if you get kind of hot during the day, this will just help you stay a little bit more matte. Once that's all blended in, I'm going to go in with my tinted moisturizer because I actually don't wear foundation like at any time. I usually use the U Rebel Light by Benefit during like the winter months, but in the summer I want something a little bit lighter, and because my skin can kind of take that. If you don't have very problematic skin, I definitely recommend this foundation. It's called foundation, but it's basically like a tinted moisturizer. So this is the Boots No. 7 True Identity Foundation, and I get a lot of questions asking me what I use in the summer, and this is what I use. And you can find this at Target. I believe it's like $11 or so, and I have it in light. This one's almost gone, but I have a backup, thankfully. So what I like to do is put this on the back of my hand. I really like it because it's like a nice whippy texture, but I find it works for me because I don't really need much coverage. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and use my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki, which is my F80. And then I will dab this all over my skin, and you can see that it looks a lot darker than what my skin actually is, but it actually blends in perfectly. So we're just going to blend that in everywhere and down our neck. Make sure you blend it into your hairline as well, because you don't want like a line or anything. It's not really bound to happen with a mousse textured foundation, but just in case, whatever kind of like foundation or tinted moisture that you're using. Okay, and then once you have that, I go in with my concealer, and the concealer that I've been using is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is my summer shade. This is NW20, but it's still a little bit dark for me, which is kind of sad because this isn't like a dark shade or anything. I'm just really, really pale. So what I do is I take a pump on the back of my hand like that, and then I take my Sigma concealer brush, which is the F70, and I'll take a dab of that, and then I'm going to start doing my under eye circles. So what I like to do is start it right there and kind of make a triangle with dots, and then I'll fill in a few dots like that, and then I go in with my Sigma taper blending brush, which is the F40, or sorry, E40, my bad, and then I'm going to just take that and blend it in. And this gives a really, really nice finish. You can see it already helps a lot with my under eye circles. It kind of brightens it up a little bit. So we're going to do that to the other eye as well. Just make a triangle. Kind of make some circles in between that. And this is actually going to give the like an illusion that your eye is kind of like lifted up. And I learned this trick from Candy Johnson. I will link her videos in the description box below. She's an amazing makeup artist, and I actually met her at IMATS, so that was super, super fun. She's so sweet and beautiful and has awesome tips. Then after I do that, I'm just going to use this to cover any blemishes that I have. You guys can see that I have a big one right here. And then I just kind of dab it on with this, and then I use the same brush, and then I just kind of stipple over it. And it covers it right up. So we're just going to do that. And then I'm going to go in with my Benefit Eye Bright, which looks like this. It's just a nice light pinky colored pencil. And we're going to, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see this. I'm just going to put this around my inner corners to help brighten that up, and it's going to make us look a lot more awake in the morning. And then I'm actually going to do this in the inner part of my under eyes to help brighten that up as well. Then I'm just going to use the warmth from my finger to blend that in a little bit. That's just going to give a subtle brightness to our under eyes to make us look a little bit more awake during the day. Then I'm going to go in with a blush. Now, during the summertime, I love to use cream blushes because they just go on so smoothly and they stay on a really long time. You'd think that they'd melt off, but they actually don't. So the one that I have been loving is my NYX Rouge Cream Blush in Tea Rose, and I actually got this at IMATS as well. So you can see stipple marks in there because I use a stippling brush. So the one that I use is just a little Travel MAC one, the 187. Looks like this. And honestly, I just do one dab like this, and that's going to be good for like one cheek, and also you could probably do both cheeks with this. This is so pigmented, so I'm going to show you guys what I mean. It goes on and it looks like I have a lot in until you blend it out. So we're just going to do a few dabs like that on my face. You guys can see it adds a nice little color right there. And then I'm going to go in with my Sigma Angled Top Kabuki brush. It looks like that, just to blend this out. Alright, so we're almost done. The last two things I'm going to do is just take my NARS Little Multiple in Palm Springs, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones just to add a nice little glow for the summer. Just like that. I really like this one because it's more goldeny instead of a pinker tone, which I usually do peachy tones, so I really like how this one's a little bit different. And then the final step that I'm going to do is just use my Model in a Bottle, which I also got at IMATS, and this is a makeup setting spray. And this says it gives a matte finish. This is perfect for the summertime. And I'm going to spray it about 10 inches away from my face, and then I'm going to let it sit for about 20 seconds. So I will probably fast forward through this part, but this is just going to make sure all of our makeup is set. And that's all for my summer foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have done a tinted moisturizer or foundation, pretty much the same thing, routine for the summer or just in general, please post as a video response below, because I think it's fun to see what other people use and find some new products that you may be obsessed with. So if you guys enjoyed this, then please let me know in the comments below. And I guess that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!